It's 3:15 in Burnaby, BC. And the Portland Buckaroos are in the final. And they're going against the West Coast Hawks. West Coast Hawks, the team that we tied in game 1. It'll come down to this, the medal game. The West Coast Hawks are in black, and the Junior Buckaroos are in their tan sweaters. The junior Portland Buckaroos are the number 1 seed. This comes the number 2 seed. Both teams finished the tournament at 3-0-1. So 3 wins, 0 losses, and a tie that happened to be between this team. So should be a fun game to watch. Again, if you're just tuning in, we will be kicked out of the Wi-Fi 1 hour in. So we kind of started a little early on the Wi-Fi so that we wouldn't lose the feed in the wrong time. So hopefully we'll be able to get right back on. I think we got on pretty off and on pretty quick in the last game. The process is kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm Chet Garrison Sr. with the play-by-play. Jeff Casper over here working the stats. Whoop. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the sideline HD with the scoreboard and all the little other bells and whistles and stats and all sorts of stuff. Kind of cool. Trying to get it to possibly work for the fall and winter season. That would be sweet. Yes, I've been hearing from people back home about the numbers and no names on the jersey. That's how we roll in the spring. There's only 2 tournaments. And yes, they're not the same numbers that they were last fall, winter season. And yeah, that's where I come in, right? Let you guys know who's got the puck and all that stuff. The team's been having a whale of a tournament, for sure. Gonna be a long drive home tonight, though. This game's starting at 3:15. It's about 3:20 right now. So, about a 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive back south to Portland in various areas. I know us, we're out in Clackamas County, so. Team, kids from all over, though, for the Junior Buckaroos. The Bucks. Looks like Gustafson is going to get the start for the Bucks in between the pipes. Stepping off my perch. So the Bucks are in the tan jerseys. They're going to start with Talbert, Allison, and I think that's Nissen on the wing. Yep, we're underway. Shot right away. Ginter, Cooper, with a shot that goes high. Nice hit there by Allison, and another hit. Nissen gets hit off the puck, and here come the West Coast Hawks. They get it up the ice. Allison takes it away. Gets it over to Nissen. Dumped down into the corner. Talbot was there with the hit, and the West Coast Hawks take it. Come down the middle, passes it off to the side, shot, and that one's taken away. And that was Nissen. Nice takeaway, and he dumps it into the corner so that the Bucks can change out. Serrano comes out with Espinoza this round. So they'll keep Garrison and Ferreira together on the third line, as they hooked up twice in the last game. Got the chemistry going. Here it comes. Serrano tries to dump it in the corner, but taken away by the Hawks. Nice job by Houlihan. He dumps it in the corner as well. Theo skates to it. Nice backward skating, but taken away by West Coast Hawks. And nice hit there to finish. Serrano. And Goatee. It was taken away from him, and Houlihan picked it up. Houlihan again tries to get it up the ice. This one's coming over to Theo. Espinoza, shot, and a glove save by the netminder. And I just realized that my screen was just a little bit high. Try to zoom in there, or zoom out. So face-off, Garrison comes out with Evan Albert, who will take the face-off. That goes in the corner. Garrison's there. Fiera takes it away. Shot high, deflected. Evan Albert gets it back out to the front. McKenzie, that one doesn't get through, blocked. Garrison piles through into the corner. Come on, Chet. And this one comes over to Ginter. Garrison screens the goalie. This one's kind of come through, but not all the way through, and West Coast Hawks take it out. And Garrison with the takeaway. Slap shot. Nice shot on net. And the goalie has to pick it up as Garrison rockets it right on the net. And play stops. Good save by the goalie. That was a wicked wrister. Slap shot there. Another shot. Glove save by the keeper. That was a shot by Houlihan from the point. Face off. Talbert at the dot. He wins the face-off. He dumps it off to Allison. Skates with the puck. Tried to get it back to Talbert, but taken away. And there is Allison again. Nice hit by Talbert. This one comes into the corner. Shot. Whoa, that just missed. And this one's going all the length of the ice. Houlihan's going to skate to it. Picked up. They're going to get it up the ice. And they'll change out the defense, the Bucks. Talbert with a nice hit there. Puck goes the length of the ice. Up the glass to Allison. Allison gets it over to Talbert. He's got one to beat. And a nice shot on goal. And saved by the netminder. This is a good goalie. We put a lot of shots on goal in game one. He's got size. Face off. Coming down in the end, Theo Espinoza. Nice dish out front. It's in the crease. Taken by the Hawks, and they dump it out. It's kept in by Ginter. He's got it on his stick. Out front, nice cut. And that one is just deflected. And West Coast Hawks are off and running. They dump it in. Nice hit. No call. West Coast Hawks lose it. And here comes the Buckaroos. Espinoza back to the middle. And McKenzie dumps it back in. And Theo loses an edge. So picked up by the Hawks. Nice stop there. And here comes Houlihan. He's going to get a shot on net and a glove save by the netminder. 7:40 left to play in the first. Still 0-0. Buckaroos change out the lines. Garrison, Ferrara, and Evan Albert at the dot. This one, Hawks get that one. Garrison gives him a little nudge. Ferrara steals it. But taken right back by the Hawks. Goatee is there. This one trickles down into the corner. This one pass up to the middle, and Evan Albert gets it to Ferrara. Garrison coming down the middle. She goes around, position, Cheddar, yeah! Let's go! And Ferrara to Garrison. And they hook up again. The dynamic duo. And it's 1-0 Bucks. Puck is dropped. West Coast Hawks control the puck out of the faceoff. This one comes down the corner, but Goatee is there. And he gets it up the ice to Ferrara. She's got Garrison coming down the middle, but the Hawks take it away and knock her off the puck. Ferrara comes in. And the Hawks get it to the middle of the ice. This one comes around the back of the net. They get it to the front. West Coast Hawks give it away, and here comes Garrison. Garrison gets knocked off the puck, and he loses an edge. Here come the Hawks. And nice job knocking him off the puck. Saved by Gustafson. 6:07 left. Buckaroos up 1-0.
Garrison's dad should sharpen his skates every now and then.
What's that?
Garrison's dad should sharpen his skates every now and
Is he? He has a freshly sharpened blades in his bag. And here come the Bucks. Nice pass to the middle. Here comes Talbert. Talbert gets it to go to the front. Allison is there. Talbert battles behind the net. Talbert Still has it on his stick. Tries to dump it in the corner to Nissen. Nissen battles for the puck. Gets it. Gives it over to, nope, still battles with the puck. Talbert out front. Shot. High shot above the net. And it goes off the glass. And here come the West Coast Hawks. Taken away by the Bucks. Allison dumps it down into the corner. Taken away by Nissen. Nissen dumps it around the back of the net. Nice job. Nice hit there by Talbert. Allison joins the scrum. Talbert battles for the puck. Dumps it back down. Here comes Allison. Big hit there. But the West Coast Hawks take it away. Here come the Hawks down the middle. Broken play. One more to beat. Shot. Nice save by Gustafson. This one goes around the back of the net. Ginter. Oh, nice pass. Shot. And that one just misses from Serrano. This one's kept in by Theo Espinoza. Puck is still loose, picked up by the Bucks. I think that's Tate Fox. He's going to dump it back to Espinoza. Shot. And that one's deflected behind the net. West Coast picks it up. They lose an edge. Gets back up. No call there. Houlihan looked like he tripped him. Fox with the puck. Gets it over to Theo Espinoza. He brings it into the zone. Shot. Glove save by the netminder. 3:18 left to play of the first. Score is 1-0 Buckaroos. This is the gold medal game between these two teams. Number 1 versus number 2. Garrison gets on the ice. Face-off coming over to right in front of me. I was going to say my left, but Evan Albert. Face-off goes behind the net, controlled by the Hawks. Ferrara trying to grab it. Decked. Garrison with the puck. Shot. He whiffs. Kept in. Yeah, there we go. Houlihan. He's got nobody out front there. Well, Ferrara was coming in, but deflected off the boot of a Hawk player. And here comes their offensive push there. Yeah, and here comes Garrison. Comes up with the puck. He's got space. He's going to go across the ice looking for Ferrara. No icing. Evan Albert in that corner. Garrison comes over to his side. Picks it up. And whoa, he almost gets an elbow in the head there. And loses the puck. The Hawks dump it in. And change. This one's coming over to Ginter. Ginter with the puck. He skates with it. Passes it off. Looking for Garrison. Evan Albert. Garrison's going to come off the ice. Allison with the puck. Ginter. And dumps it in to Talbert. Talbert, Allison battle for the puck underneath. Into the corner. Allison skates out. Shot. Glove saved by the netminder to keep it at 1-0. 1:31 left to play in the first period. The Hawks change out a couple players. Looks like they're D. Face off, Talbert gets it out to Nissen. Nissen still with the puck. Nissen battles. And taken away by the Hawks, but Allison's right there. And skates it out of the zone. Passes it off to Ginter. Ginter gets it to Nissen. Nissen around the back of the net to Talbert. Talbert tried to get it in the crease. Bucks with the puck still. And battling in that corner. Allison. Ginter, wide left. Kept in. And the Hawks are able to get it into the neutral zone. Allison with the puck. The Hawks take it away. Big hit along the boards. Shot. And that one goes behind the net. Play in the corner. Talbert's down there. He fishes the puck out and gets possession. He skates out of the corner. Here comes Talbert. And 3 seconds left. That's going to trickle to the back of the behind the net, and the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of one. Buckaroos will head into the second period with a 1-0 lead on a goal by Chet Garrison, his third of the tournament from Ferrara. Shout outs to Chet's grandparents, both in Maine and in Oregon, both watching. Also want to shout out Tori Talbert out there, who's watching as well, our team manager. We appreciate you and all the things you do for this team. And we miss you on this trip. Terry's holding it down, though. All right, they're bringing out Serrano with Espinoza and Tate Fox. Puck is dropped, and we're underway the second. Goatee and Houlihan are on the back part, playing the D. West Coast Hawks in the black. Portland Buckaroos in the tan. Championship game here for the BC Showdown here in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. And we're at the Scotia Barn. Rink 4, where they've played, this is their third game they played. Oh, and big time there. And they tie it up. Big time puck movement there. And it's 1-1. Got to get it back. 12:24 left. So they changed the line out. Talbert, Allison, and Nissen will be out there on on offense. Talbert, the center, goes off the wall to himself. Still with the puck. He's got two on him. He'll dump it back in the corner. Allison's there, hits, comes back out to Talbert. Shot off the maybe glove. Heard something, maybe even pipe back there. This one comes to the middle. And here come the Hawks again. Ginter's there and takes it away. Here comes Cooper Ginter down the outside. Still on his stick. He's looking for someone out front. Tried to get it to Nissen. And they're going to dump it down in the corner. Allison goes to the puck. This one comes over to Talbert. Talbert passes it over to Allison. Hit along the boards. And the Hawks skate out with it, but they lose an edge. And here comes Nissen, who picks up the puck. Skates to the outside. Bucks will change. Garrison will come out. Onto the ice. He goes into the corner. Battles. Ferrara, nice job and a hit right off the bench. Here come the Hawks. Houlihan. And undercuts as he loses an edge. And here comes Ferrara. Got Garrison in the middle. Albert was there. He took a whack at it. Kept in by Goatee. And they're going to call offsides on that with 10:09 left of the second. Face-off will come outside the blue line. Face-off comes over to Garrison's side. Goatee is there. Goatee off the boards and into the zone, but the Hawks are there. West Coast. West Coast grabs it. And that one's taken away by Goatee, but he loses an edge. Here come the Hawks, centered. Garrison's there to foil it. Goatee with the puck. Skates. He's going to pass it off to Houlihan, who's going to get it up to Garrison. But that one's a little bit past the stick, and West Coast will pick it up. 9:26 left of the second, 1-1. Garrison looking in the front. Albert battles. Get in there. Ginter, shot. Garrison. Nope. This one comes back out to Ginter, and this one will leave the zone. Ginter picks it up, gets it over to McKenzie. Graham gets it up the ice, but West Coast is there, and they're going to dump it down into the corner. Played by Gustafson. He's going to get it over to Ginter. Ginter's pushed off the puck, but retains possession. He goes behind the net. He's looking. Garrison, nice pass. He slows it down. He's going to cut in the middle. Another slap shot. Wicked off the back. A little bit off. And Garrison retains possession. He's going to go back out to Ginter. Slides back. Ginter will take a rocket. And that will go into the netting, I believe. 8:22 left of the second. 1-1. Face-off down in the West Coast side. Serrano will take the face-off. This one goes to the Hawks, and they come out. Bring it into the zone. Goatee is there. This one comes around the back end. Fox will play it. Again, played by Fox. Hawks will get to it. Beast. West Coast. And that one's taken away by Houlihan. He gets it up to Serrano. And he's foiled. Picked back up there. Fox tries to get it. Serrano there makes the hit. Theo hanging out by the front. And West Coast tries to clear it. Kept in by Goatee. And this one trickles back. They're going to have to get back. They have numbers. And that one's blocked and cleared. But the puck is bouncing around. And Serrano with it on his stick. No, that's Houlihan. Houlihan goes behind the net. Puck trickles in the corner. 7:05 left to play in the second. And this one leaves the zone. Ginter comes back to it. Talbert. Peace. Buck still with the puck. Dumps it off to Ginter. From Allison. Ginter. And this one squirts out into the neutral zone. Allison picks it up. And Espinoza was trying to change as Allison was entering the zone. So offsides. 6:34 left in the second, tied up at 1. Bucks getting a goal from Garrison in the first. Looking for one here in the second. Talbert at the dot. He gets the puck. Brings it over to Ginter. Ginter's going to enter the zone. He's looking for someone in the front. This one clears across this opposite side of the ice. And into the neutral zone is Talbert. Talbert gets it to Allison. Ginter is right there as well. Allison cuts into the ice, drops it to Talbert. And this one comes into the neutral zone. McKenzie gets it over to Ginter, who dumps it in. Nissen. Shot doesn't get through. And West Coast picks it up. Ginter's there, though, to keep it in. Back into the corner is Allison. Allison's hit off the puck. Still has it on his stick. Talbert tries, and West Coast picks it up. And taken away by Ginter. Nice play. He's going to enter the zone. Shot. And that's a dribbler. Saved by the goalie. And West Coast. Here they come. Ferrara comes out onto the ice. And they're going to dump it into the corner. Graham McKenzie gets to it. Dumps it off to Goatee. Goatee looks. Keeps it on his stick. And that one does get into the neutral zone, but the West Coast Hawks bring it right in. Tipped into the netting. And the Hawks will make a change. So will the Bucks. Garrison will come out onto the ice with Ferrara and Evan Albert at the dot. This one comes over to Garrison's side. He races to it. This one comes over to Houlihan. Goes around the boards. West Coast tried to keep it in, but Ferrara deflects it. Ferrara goes wide. Garrison to the middle. Pass. No. Still on her stick. And taken away by West Coast. Oh, nice move there. Shot. Glove save for Gustafsson. 4:13 left of the second. Tied up at 1. Buckaroos change out the D. This one comes over to Garrison. He battles. Ferrara takes it away. She goes down the middle. Drops it to Albert. But comes back to her. She dumps it around the boards behind the net. Evan Albert over there battles for the puck. Garrison joins the scrum. And West Coast emerges out of the pack. Houlihan. And nice job by Houlihan to stick poke that puck away. Comes back out to the point. Shot. Puck is loose. They battle along the edge. Nice job. Garrison goes back around the corner, but picked up by West Coast. Again, McKenzie's battling over there, and it leaves the zone. Albert challenges. But West Coast right there, Garrison and Albert up front there. Garrison tries to block it with his stick. West Coast with the pass, cross ice pass. And they dump it down, and they're going to change. This one's coming over to Garrison. Garrison picks it up. He skates away with the puck. Still has it. Nice pass. He was looking for Fox a little bit behind him. He comes off the ice. 2:35 left to play in the second. Espinoza in pursuit. This one comes back to Ginter. Ginter with the puck. Shot. And that one deflects into the netting again. Or maybe it was saved. Goalie did touch it. But the faceoff will come to my left. .2:14 left to play in the second. Serrano picks up the puck. He's got speed. Ginter over to Goatee. Goatee again. He's going to dump it low. Espinoza is there. 1:50 left to play in the second. Here comes West Coast. The pass behind the skater. Ginter. And we got a whistle coming. Interference is going to be the call. And it's going to be on Espinoza. With 1:44 left to play in the second, West Coast will go on the power play. So the Bucks will send out the kill unit. Houlihan, Ginter, Talbert, and Allison will try to kill this off with the remaining time of the period. Talbert taking the face-off. This one goes over to West Coast. They move the puck around. Here comes Ginter. He clears it around the boards, and that stays in. Puck's bouncing around. West Coast will dump it down into the corner behind the net. This one comes out. And nice stick lift by Talbert. And Houlihan goes down. Ginter takes the puck away off of the zebra. And that one's cleared, but no, kept in. Talbert picks up the puck. He's got Allison short-handed. And Allison goes short-handed with 1:02 left in the second, and the Bucks go up 2-1. From Talbert. Short-handed goal. Power play still in effect, but the Bucks take a 2-1 lead late in the second. Talbert with the faceoff. This one comes back to West Coast. They go D to D. Back and forth. They try to get it up the ice, taken away by Houlihan. He's going to get it to the middle. Talbert, here comes the defense. West Coast, Talbert tries to poke it away. Shot, saved by Gustafson. Puck is loose in the front of the net, and Ginter takes it away. This one comes all the way down. Goalie has to play it. 22 seconds left. West Coast with the puck. This one goes all the way down the ice. It was touched, no icing. Gustafson will play it. This one comes around to Quinn, who dumps it out. He's going to ice it, which is great because the second period winds down. So after 2, it is 2-1 Bucks. we're in the gold medal game of the BC Showdown in Burnaby, BC. One more period to go. Goals by Garrison and a shorty by Zachary Allison. The game was close in game one. So here we go. One last period for the hardware. Garrison will come out onto the ice to kill what remains 16 seconds left of the penalty to Espinoza. Garrison scheming over there. Ginter will skate off the ice. And here comes the Bucks. Shot right out of the face-off. And the netminder will play it. That was Houlihan. Another shot. Garrison. He's going to try and get around it, but no. Poked away. And here come West Coast. And that one goes wide. Back to even strength. Garrison's over there. He battles along the boards. Garrison still battling for the puck. This one comes out. This one again. West Coast still with the puck. Shot. And that one's blocked by Garrison. This one goes into the corner. Garrison skates out. He tries to pass it. He does to Theo Espinoza. And he gets pushed off the puck. And that was Nissen who got it taken away. Ginter got the puck, looking for some insurance. He goes wide. And shot, nope, blocked by the netminder. Nice save. And this one's going to go to the length of the ice. No icing. Robert Gauthier will pick it up. And this one gets away. Picked back up by the Bucks. Nissen to Allison. Allison dumps it in the corner to Talbert. Talbert makes a move and loses the puck. West Coast picks it up. They collapse on him. And puck's still loose. West Coast still in possession, but they dump it into the corner, and Ginter's going to get to it first. 10:55 left of the third. 2-1 Bucks. Ginter with it on his stick. Comes down the middle. He's got Nissen in the front. Shot. Oh, just misses. Allison picks it up. To the middle. And that one doesn't get through as Talbert tried to bucket through. Allison makes a move. He's got space. Goal! Zachary Allison makes it 3-1. And the Bucks go up by 2 with 10:26 left. Zach Allison. I think that was from Talbert, wasn't it? Yep. Here we go. Face-off, Serrano in the middle. This one goes down into the corner. Graham McKenzie down there on the D. West Coast keeps it in. Espinoza's out there. This one comes to him, but West Coast picks it off. 10 minutes to play. 3-1 Bucks. This one goes behind the net. Played by Gustafson. Gives it to Serrano. Bucks still with the puck. They try to get it in there, but taken away by West Coast. Serrano is there, and they tried to hit him, but Serrano stood his ground. 9:20 left. This one goes behind the net. This one comes down the middle. And played by West Coast. And Espinosa's there, tries to get it to the middle. Ferrara was there. Here comes Ginter. Ginter, shot. No, ricochets off the back. Espinosa's there, tries to get it through. And here comes West Coast. They get it out of the zone. And they dump it down. The chase is on. And they change. Big collision in the corner. Here comes West Coast. Makes a move, shot. And Gustafson saves with 8:20 left. I'm afraid we might lose it here any second. 8:20 left. Face off. Garrison's in there. Bucks with the puck. Ferrara brings it down. Garrison's in the middle. He stretches to stay on side. Ferrara to the... Oh! Just past Garrison's stick. Oh, a shot! And that was Mackenzie Graham. Garrison screening the goalie. And that's nothing but net. And they go up 4-1 with 7:59 left. Albert at the dot. Gets it over. BC there. Or West Coast there. They dump it in. Taken away by Ferrara, but taken right back by West Coast. 7:45 left. This one comes over to Gustafson and he covers. 7:40 left. In the third, 4-1 Buckaroos. The Bucks will change out. Garrison will come off with Albert. They send out Talbert, Allison, and Nissen. West Coast with the puck. They get it to go up the ice, but Gauthier is there. He gets it off to Ginter, picked up by Nissen. And nice job by Allison to take stick lift, take it away. This one's kept in by Allison. Allison still with the puck to the front, and that gets past Talbot and into the neutral zone. 7 minutes left of the third. Bucks with the puck. This one comes over to Ginter. Comes into the neutral zone. West Coast is there. They bring it in safely. Gustafson makes a play on the puck. Goes into the corner. Here comes Ginter. Ginter drops it off. But West Coast picks it up. They go behind the net. 6:20 left. Puck is played to Ginter. Here comes Nissen. This one's going to come to the netminder, and he plays it with his pads. Picked up by West Coast. Talbert is there. Skates around, shot, and nice save by the netminder to keep it a 4-1 game.
Did it stop recording?
Huh?
Is it recording still?
Yeah?
Tell me if it stops.
Huh?
Tell me if it stops.
I will. We're still rolling though. Here we go. Shot. Oh, tipped by Espinoza from Houlihan. This one trickles to the back of the net. Serrano was there, tried to get it to the point. West Coast takes it away. 5:40 left to play. This one goes behind the net. There's a scrum back there. Nice job there. West Coast, though, keeps it in. Big hit on the side. 5:15 left to play. This one comes all the way back to the netminder, and Espinoza gives him a shower. And West Coast doesn't like it. Espinoza sprays him down with his frost. Quick disrespect. So they send out Garrison, Ferrara, and Evan Albert at the dot. Garrison lines up in the slot, comes over to his side. Garrison tries to reach for it, but the West Coast Hawks take it away. Garrison stretches out with his stick to disrupt the puck. This one trickles into the corner. Goatee is there, he gets it to Garrison. He's got space. Garrison, pass, nice pass. Oh my goodness. Right to Ferrara, Garrison, Ferrara. Oh, they're making a run here, 4:37 left. And what a push there by the Bucks. And this one goes into the neutral zone, so they'll have to clear. Ginter picks it up. Ginter with the puck. Garrison, get to the front. Garrison! Almost disrupted in the middle. .410 left. Garrison, he's got the puck. Goes across the ice to Albert. Albert skates with it. And he's knocked off the puck, and the Bucks are changing. They better get out there. Here comes West Coast down the middle. 3:50 left. This one's picked up by Ginter. Ginter, shot, wide right. Allison's there. Goes around the back of the net. Nissen goes to the front. Oh, just tried to get it to Talbert past the stick. Talbert dumps it in the corner, back to Allison. He's got Nissen right there. Oh, what a save by the netminder. As Nissen was right on the doorstep. How did that not go in? Great save by West Coast Hawks. .316 left to play. 4-1. Not sure why we're not getting bounced out. We'll just keep rolling. Yeah. This one's going to go around the net. Around the boards, I mean. Allison with the puck. 3:05 left to play. Puck is in the neutral zone. Picked up by Allison. Allison whittles and diddles, gets behind the net. We got a penalty coming. Shot. And that one's going to go off the ref. Talbert still with the puck. And they're going to whistle it. And that's a hook on the West Coast Hawks. 2:37 left to play. And Adams from West Coast is going to go to the sin bin for a hook. Bucks will go on the power play. 2:37 left to play. Serrano's out there with Espinoza and Tate Fox. Ginter, shot, and covered. Nice job by the netminder once again.